Answer my questions, ready? My name's Sarah Jane Baker. It's not important that you know me, it's more important that I know you and that the Bishopsgate Institute in London documents your individual stories of this night. Can you tell the archive your names and where we are?
I'm Dickie. I'm Ivan. We're outside the Rio Cinema here in Dalston.
I'm Charlie.
Oh my God, you three look absolutely fantastic. Could you tell me where you're from, Dickie?
Yes, I'm actually from London, so I grew up in Southwest. So yeah, Ivan from North Wales.
I'm from South Shropshire.
Can you tell me what brought you all here tonight?
Actually, this guy, he brought me here. I didn't know about it until a couple of days ago, but I'm so glad that I did come because it was just, Pride is a protest, and I think it was nice to get back to that rather than it just being a party. So.
Can you smell that cannabis?
Yeah, it smells great.
It smells absolutely fantastic. And can I ask what brought you here tonight and what made you bring your friend, Dickie?
Yeah, I thought it was important. Like, friends of mine have experienced homophobic abuse on the streets. I've experienced homophobic abuse on the streets, and I was just really admiring people taking action, not willing to just sit back and accept what was happening to them, and taking the actual initiative to get out there, to put placards together, to put signs together, to get out there, walk the streets and just do something and not just sit back and just take life as it is. It's important to complicate and challenge people.
Are you aware that there's been an increase in homophobic and transphobic attacks?
Yeah, it's 55 people experience hate crime every week here in London, and it's been a 37 increase in transgender hate crime here in the UK since last year. It's awful.
What do you think, as an individual, in one of the greatest cities in the world, what do you think is responsible for that?
I think it is right-wing politics reaching to the top. I think it is people feeling comfortable in voicing hateful remarks. I think people in power voicing hateful remarks therefore gives power to people to take to the streets and feel comfortable saying something hateful and taking violent action against people because the discourse at the top has become so violent.
Are you hopeful for the future?
I'm hopeful for our generation because I think we're experiencing a backlash against our politics now, but I think we eventually will see the tide change and we will challenge that backlash.
If you were standing in front of the Prime Minister and you could make one statement to him, what would that statement be?
My statement would be, we are not all bum boys in string vests. We are not.
Well, I am sometimes.
Sometimes on a holiday, Mykonos of a weekend perhaps, but respect us, we're fucking human beings. Like, we are normal people living our lives, like paying our taxes, going to our jobs, going home, sitting in front of the telly. Like, we just expect to be respected, to be loved, to be normalized. Like, there is nothing different about us. We're just people. And we should be given the same amount of respect as anyone else.
Well, you give me hope for the future. And last but not least, this absolutely adorable and gorgeous creature. And what is your name?
Charlie.
Charlie, you look fabulous. I'll tell you what, you have the most beautifully straight teeth I've ever seen, especially tonight. Charlie, what brings you here? Who brought you here?
Again, Ivan told me about this event and I didn't really know what was going to happen, but I'm so glad I came because hearing stories firsthand from trans people who I personally don't know many trans people, and it's very difficult to, you can't really just go out and find trans people. They're obviously in the communities, but you can't just find them. So to hear people, non-binary trans people's stories firsthand and hear the abuse they suffered, it really upsets me, and I really want to make a difference to that. I really want to change how people view that. It's not okay that they receive a disproportionate share of hate crimes. It needs to change, and if if like the smallest thing I can do is join a process like this, then that is really valuable. It's a great way to spend my Friday night, and it's been beautiful. Like seeing all these queer people. I wish I could see this kind of thing more often, because I work in a job that's very heterosexual. You know, everyone's straight. It's boring. So it's great to be in this community, and I'm so happy to be part of it.
Well, listen, I like to say to all three of you absolutely gorgeous creatures, you know what? Being tonight is a very important thing, not just for the LGBTQI community and non-binary people. It's very important for London. I mean, there are people who will try to shut us down and make London a less free, a less tolerant, and a less loving and kind city. It's such a shame, but know that there are people like you out there. It gives me hope. Listen, I love you all, and I wish I could adopt the three of you.
Oh my god, we're ready, right for these episodes. Down for it.
You take care, and listen, have hope, you know. There are more good people than bad people in this world. All right, I love you. You take care, and remember, just love each other, man. All right, take care.